I found $847 worth of children's toys on my husband's credit card statement, but we don't have kids. I was paying bills when I saw it. Barnes & Noble, $64. Target, $127. Toys R Us, $213. All within 2 weeks. My husband Derek and I don't have children. We'd been trying for 3 years with no luck, so seeing hundreds of dollars in kids' toys felt like a knife twisting in my chest. I kept scrolling through the charges. McDonald's Happy Meals, Chuck E. Cheese tokens. A Build-A-Bear receipt for $89. My hands started shaking. This wasn't random. This was consistent, deliberate. I tried calling Derek at work, but it went to voicemail. I called again. Nothing. That's when I noticed a charge from yesterday at 6:03 p.m. Party City, $52. I checked Derek's location history on our shared Find My app, something we'd set up years ago for safety. He'd been at Party City at 6:03 p.m. Then he drove to an address I didn't recognize, 2247 Oakwood Drive. He stayed there for 2 hours. I felt sick. My throat tightened and I couldn't breathe right. I pulled up the street view of 2247 Oakwood Drive. Nice house. 2-story. Swing set in the backyard. Derek came home that night acting completely normal. Kissed me on the forehead. Asked about my day. Made pasta for dinner. I watched him the entire time, looking for signs. Guilt, nervousness, anything. He seemed fine. Happy even. After dinner, he said he needed to run to Home Depot for light bulbs. I watched him get in his car through the window. The second he left, I grabbed my keys and followed him. I stayed 3 cars back, heart pounding the whole time. He didn't go to Home Depot. He drove straight to 2247 Oakwood Drive. I parked down the street and watched. Derek walked up to the front door carrying a grocery bag. A woman answered. She was pretty, blonde. She smiled at him. They hugged. My vision blurred. I wanted to throw up. The woman stepped aside and Derek walked in. Through the window, I could see him kneeling down. Then a little boy ran into frame, maybe 6 years old. Dark, curly hair. The boy jumped into Derek's arms. I watched Derek spin him around. The boy was laughing. Derek was laughing. The woman stood in the background, smiling at them both. They looked like a family. A perfect little family that wasn't mine. I sat in my car for 20 minutes trying to figure out what to do. Storm in, call a lawyer, key his car. Then my phone buzzed. A text from Derek. Running late at the store. Be home soon. I didn't respond. Just sat there staring at the house. Finally, I got out of the car. I walked up to the front door, knocked. The blonde woman answered. Up close, I could see she'd been crying. Her eyes were puffy and red. Can I help you? She asked. Before I could answer, Derek appeared behind her. He saw me and went completely white. Sarah, what are you doing here? His voice cracked. Who is she? I asked the woman. She looked confused. I'm Claire, Ben's mom. And who's Ben? Claire glanced at Derek, then back at me. He's my son. He's 6. Why are you? Is he Derek's son? I asked. Claire's face twisted. What? No, God no. I'm married. My husband is. She stopped, her eyes filled with tears. My husband is in hospice. He's dying. Everything stopped. Derek stepped outside and closed the door behind him. Sarah, please, let me explain. My mind was racing. The toys, the Happy Meals, the charges. They're for Ben, Derek said quietly. Mark asked me to look after him. He didn't want Ben to know he's dying yet. He wanted Ben to have a normal childhood for as long as possible. Mark, Derek's best friend from college. I'd met him twice at barbecues years ago. Mark has maybe 3 weeks left, Derek continued. Claire works night shifts to pay for hospice care. I've been watching Ben, taking him to the park, buying him things, trying to make him smile because in 3 weeks his whole world is going to collapse. I couldn't speak. Derek's voice broke. I didn't tell you because I knew you'd want to help, and I knew seeing a kid, any kid, would hurt you. After everything we've been through trying to have our own, he was right. Seeing that little boy through the window had destroyed me, but not for the reason I thought. I should have told you, Derek said. I'm sorry. I just didn't want you to hurt more than you already do. I looked back at the house. Through the window, I could see Ben playing with a stuffed dinosaur, the $89 Build-A-Bear. Claire was watching him from the couch, wiping her eyes. I looked at my husband, this man who'd been secretly taking care of his dying friend's son, playing pretend father figure so a 6-year-old boy could have a few more weeks of happiness before his world ended. I filed for divorce over 6 Happy Meals and a stuffed dinosaur.